Rachel Zegler, she's been making comments. And here she's I mean, I don't know. I've heard people refer to her version of the character as Snow Latte. I don't know. I don't really care about Snow White or Rachel Zegler and whatnot and her ethnicity as it applies to Snow White. They got the hair right. You know, in certain angles, maybe there's too much hair on the back. But Alan, if you would bring up the story about this and read the this is from the Hollywood Reporter. Rachel Zegler talks diversity. Snow White lessons for future generations. Quote, I hope we'll see a new dawn of kindness and acceptance. What a huge, I mean, there's more to it. You'll read it. But this just shows how out of touch, and she's a complete lack of self-awareness that she has, because she on her own Instagram going after half the country, she picked a side. You know what? She picked a side and decided, I'm going to hate half these people. So for her to say this is the height of hypocrisy. Alan, if you would give us the crux of this article from Reporter.
I know. This sounds like she made the movie for us. Yeah, let me get to, okay, here we go. Rachel Zegler, the star of Disney's live-action Snow White, is using her platform to champion diversity and criticism over her casting. Facing backlash for playing a traditionally white as snow character as a Colombian actress, Zegler remains steadfast in her belief that talent should be nurtured regardless of.
Alan, you're fading out. Repeat that last sentence.
Okay. Let's see. Zegler remains steadfast in her belief that talent should be nurtured regardless of appearance. In her Allure interview, she expresses hope for a future where inclusion is the norm, not a controversy. She emphasizes that power comes in many forms and that kindness can be just as transformative as force. With Snow White releasing during a politically charged time, Zegler's message is clear. Diversity in storytelling matters, and the next generation deserves to see themselves represented on screen. Bravo!
Quick aside, Alan, you have to fix your internet because you're dropping out at key points.
No, I think it's my computer.
But I'll just say this. Rachel, you first. If you want to embody these values of acceptance, inclusion, you first. You be an example. You are in this movie that will be seen by probably a lot of children. And regardless of how it does at the box office, this will be on Disney Plus. It'll be, from now into eternity, able to be seen by lots of kids. You first. You need to embody these values if that's what you believe. But based on her behavior on her personal Instagram, both in the press and her personal social media, she clearly does not embody these values and is, for me, a disappointment. If my kids were by the way, I have a daughter. She is an adult woman. We go to the movies every week. Guess what movie she doesn't care about? This movie. I could not convince her. Should we go see Snow White? Oh, hell no. Doesn't want to see it. So I don't know. I just think it really makes it hard to believe in you when you act the way you act. Alan, final comments, go to comments from our audience, and then we'll get into our review. Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, it's just complete lack of humility. Her stance is, I'm right, you're wrong. You people are horrible. And one day when you change, you can come and watch my movie and enjoy it. That's the sense I get from this.
I mean, when you're hired, last comment for me, and then we'll go.
We have a lot of stories to get through. And
yeah. When you are hired to be the lead in a film as iconic as this, a remake of a Disney classic, you are something of an ambassador of the brand, not just the character, the brand. Somehow no one told her this. And it became very popular amongst a lot of Hollywood celebrities to vilify and divide half the country, saying you're bad for however you decided to vote. You vote your personal interests, you vote your beliefs, but you vote how you vote. Hey, we move on, and we all hope for the best for this country and all American citizens. And I'd love to see that attitude reflected in celebrities in an age where we have seen the death of celebrities, and the concept of celebrity is dying. I don't see, after the way she has conducted herself, she will never be hired in another tentpole big Hollywood production made for hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, could she be in indie movies? Sure. Could she be maybe a bit part of a film? Maybe. Will she be on Broadway? Definitely. But I think after this whole debacle, she will never star in a Hollywood film, and she needs to learn the lesson